Michelle and Zandy, we're at the end of a long road. Congratulations, your son Daniel has just graduated. So tell us, why did you bring Daniel to LearningRx? What was concerning you?
One of the very first things that concerned us was the fact that he couldn't read. Was a significant dilemma in trying to get him to sit down and do school. Not only could he not read, he didn't have the confidence to even begin to try. So that was a major factor. Another thing is sitting down and doing school. We are home educators, and we enjoy educating our kids at home, but having one child that was bouncing off the walls made it a little bit more difficult. So we thought that maybe LearningRx could improve some of these difficult situations.
Nope. So you guys came, you entered our reading program. You were here for 24 weeks? 24 weeks. It's just a better part of 6 months.
Yes.
And what was your experience like here in the center with the trainer, or more importantly, Daniel's experience?
Well, I think number one, we enjoyed being on a schedule. So we, for him, it was good to know that he was going to go to LearningRx every day at 2 o'clock. So that was significant. He had this idea that he had to do something, and do something hard every day at 2 o'clock. So we would walk in, we'd sit down with Liz, who was his trainer, and she would start with a simple exercise and continue moving him into more difficult exercises, which got a little frustrating sometimes, where he didn't.
He resisted, eh?
He did resist.
Yeah.
He did resist. But he ended up coming around because Liz was so talented at pulling him back into the program. She would come back, and he would come back, and he would try harder, and he would want to get to the next goal. And he would want to work harder for the points that he received, because then he could get a prize at the end. He was very, very willing to work for that positive reinforcement.
Yeah. And so over the weeks and months, you began to see some changes or improvements. What were some of those?
Some of them, although we didn't expect this, is that he was getting better even at math. Now, we knew reading was one of the factors why we came, but math became something that he would sit down and have a difficult time completing the task. Well, math became a lot easier. He was willing to try. He was willing to work at it. In reading, it became a lot easier. He could go through the page more quickly. Like when he started, he would say and then now he could see the cat in the hat.
So it's very fluid.
Very fluid way of reading. A lot more fluid way of reading. So, and then he could also sit still and complete the task that he needed to without too much difficulty.
So what you'd mentioned, that he was, because of the struggles, he's maybe losing love of learning. He didn't have the confidence to tackle hard. Speak to his kind of confidence and his re-engagement in the learning process.
Yes, he was much more willing to do the work if he believed that he could do it.
Yeah.
So he was definitely a lot more confident, and continues to be a lot more confident in the work that he's doing. So that is a huge factor. He actually told Liz, and he told us, do you believe you're smart? Was a question that he received. He goes, yes, actually I do now. And why? Why do you believe you're smart? I can read.
Yeah. And you just got his results back too, right?
Yes.
What did his results show?
So they're off the charts. A lot better than we expected, really.
Yeah. He had one of the biggest IQ improvements. How large was that?
19 points.
19 points. That's pretty significant. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for trusting Daniel to us, and we're happy to hear the results, and we know, the improvements, and we know that he's just beginning his journey now, and we look forward to you guys keeping in touch and sending more improvements our way.
We will.
Thank you.